Alright, so itong question. Sir, pwede ba kaming ma-dismiss as SK chairperson? Yes, pwede. On what grounds? Ito, Section 18 ng Republic Act 10742. Suspension and removal from office. So, be reminded, sa mga SK dyan, galaw. So, any elected officials of the Sangguniang Kabataan may, after due process, be suspended for not more than 6 months or removed from office by majority vote of all members of the Sangguniang Bayan or Sangguniang Panglungsod, kung na-forward ito kung may nag-complain sa inyo, which has jurisdiction in the barangay of the concerned Sangguniang Kabataan officials. So may investigation to. So which shall be final and executory or any of the following grounds. So tandaan mo bisa kahit na sikap, pwede kang tanggalin. Tandaan mo yan. Pwede kang i-file ng case ng dismissal sa SB office sa bayan. So number A, absence from the regular meeting of the Sangguniang Kabataan without valid cause for 2 consecutive times or accumulated absence of 4 within a period of 12 months. So kung January umabsent ka, February umabsent ka, 2 consecutive times yun diretso. Or i-accumulate natin, or pwede rin kasing January absent ka, February present, March absent. So hindi mabibilang yun. Pero kung 4 na beses kang umabsent sa loob ng isang taon, so that will be your grounds for dismissal for the office. Failure to convene the regular assembly of Katipunan ng Kabataan for 2 consecutive times. So, sa mga SK chairman natin dyan yung hindi nagkakaroon ng assembly every 6 months, yan. So, dapat 2 consecutive times. So, 1 in every 6 months, dapat may Katipunan ng Kabataan assembly kayo. C. Failure to convene the regular Sangguniang Kabataan meeting for 3 consecutive months in the case of the Sangguniang Kabataan chairperson. Failure to convene regular Sangguniang Kabataan meeting, ayan, as an SK chairman, kung hindi ka nagpapatawag ng iyong session sa loob ng 3 buwan, that will be your ground for your dismissal, especially kung si SK member 1 is after sa position mo. So magpa-file siya ng magpa-file siya ng ipa-filean kanya ng case for removal of, to the office. So D. Failure to formulate a comprehensive barangay youth development plan and annual barangay youth investment program, or approve the annual budget within the prescribed period of time without justifiable reasons. Ayan, sa mga hindi pa nag-open account, sa mga wala pang abhip, sa mga wala pang annual budget, bakit hindi nyo magalaw-galaw. So failure niyan is grounds for your dismissal. Failure to implement programs project outlined in the annual barangay youth investment program without justifiable reason. Ayan, kung sinabi nyo third quarter is implementation na ng inyong projects, so dapat i-implement nyo na yan, hindi naka-stocks. So ayan, tandaan natin mga SK for consecutive absence during the regular Sangguniang Barangay session without valid cause in the case of Sangguniang Kabataan chairperson. So, tandaan nyo 4 lang for consecutive absences during the regular Sangguniang Barangay session. So, ito naman, sabihin na natin, so for consecutive, so dire-diretso. So, nire-request rin din natin or hinihingi rin natin kay punong barangay na sana is ilagay rin naman yung session sa Saturday or Sunday para maka-attend din naman si SK chairperson, no? Para hindi naman siya absent. So, and also H, conviction of final judgment of crime involving moral turpitude and the violation of existing laws against graft and corruptions, other civil service laws, rules and regulations, and failure in the discharge of his duty and committed abuse of authority. So, sa 8 na ito, no, abuse of authority, medyo malalim to, tsaka ang daming hawak. So, yung balikan natin yung section, section F. So, for consecutive absence sa barangay, sa sangguniang barangay session. So, hindi rin naman makaka-absent si SK kung hindi naman makaka-absent sa SK kung nilagay nyo naman sana sa Sunday yung session nyo. Pero, meron kasing sa provision dito sa section saan ba to? Na pwedeng umabsent si SK. Sa school. Remote ko na. Kasi nakalagay doon sa section, wait lang. Alright, so eto, balikan natin. Section 16. So, ang balikan natin dito is section 18, no? So, section 16, balikan natin. Section 16, 3, number 3, be excused from attending the regular classes if they are currently enrolled in any school while attending the regular or special Sangguniang Kabataan meetings and the Sangguniang Barangay sessions. In case of the Sangguniang Kabataan chairperson, a certification of attendance shall be issued by the Sangguniang Kabataan secretary, attested by the Sangguniang Kabataan chairpersons, and duly noted by the punong barangay, and shall be submitted to the concerned faculty members and the dean of the educational institution as proof of attendance. In case of the Sangguniang Kabataan secretary, the Sangguniang Kabataan chairperson shall issue the certificate duly noted by the punong barangays. In the case of Sangguniang Kabataan chairpersons, the barangay secretary shall issue the certificate of attendance duly noted by the punong barangay. Any person who shall falsely certify as to the attendance of any Sangguniang Kabataan officials shall be criminally and administratively liable. So, dapat kung may session, pwede rin namang umabsent, pero ano naman ang liability kaya ng isang teachers na to? So, pag hindi tinanggap, pag failure ka ng proof mo, so hindi nakalagay kasi. Hindi nakalagay rito or any subsections na may penalty din ang proof or dean or ang school sa pagbagsak sa isang chairperson na nagpapakita rin naman ng attendance sa kanyang session. So that's why I think whoever kung sino man ito ang ang main author, so for our Congress, should amend the section 16 of the said RA 10742 kasi walang liabilities ang proof or ang teacher sa pag-absent in case na absent yung SK chairperson sa kanyang school just to attend the barangay session or SK session. So that's why as nung hinihiling na lang natin sa ating mga punong barangay and barangay officials na kung pwede, especially with SK chairperson, na kung pwede is Saturday or Sunday lang ituon yung barangay session para hindi naman absent ang ating mga SK chairman or SK chairpersons. And kasi kailangan talaga gawa nga ng with regards sa youth programs is sila ang dapat mangunguna sa mga programs ng youth natin. So that's all. So siguro on that section 16, no? So let's try to ask liabilities of the professor or college professor or teacher kung halimbawa inabsent yung isang SK chairperson. Ano kaya ang liability ng isang teacher or professor sa ganun, sa section 16 ng RA 10742. So yun lang. So again, follow, like, and share. Kung may mga gusto pa kayong tanong, you can send email to me, Jeffrey or jeffreyjancabuso@gmail.com or masinspotlight@gmail.com. So we're going to tackle the step by step nitong 10742 kasi natakal ko na to kaso lang medyo hindi ata na nasira ata yung video. So nag-cut yung video, so tackle ko ulit step by step per chapter yung RA 10742 bago natin i-tackle yung IRR ng RA 10742. So thank you and please share the video.